The Uganda police have identified criminals who attacked an Indian national along Mawanda Road in Kampala. Police has been able to monitor how these groups carry out their surveillance as CID continues to review incidents of motorcycle criminal attacks. Ivan Kahwa has the details to this.
It is broad daylight at 12 p.m. at Mawanda Road in Kampala, a city suburb. This camera records a gang of thugs in a hit-and-run robbery mission involving 14 persons and 7 motorcycles. These had trailed an Indian businessman to the point of executing the attack, allegedly robbing him 2 phones and money worth 5 million shillings. The gang in a few seconds flee the scene of crime, while the victim remains helpless on the road. The gang targets mobile money points, those making withdrawals at ATM machines, and foreign nationals suspected to be carrying large sums of money.
We are going to continue engaging the leadership of the Asian business community to tell them the dangers in carrying cash with you without any security precautions.
This is among the many cases of robbery conducted on motorcycles, but this attack is one of a kind. It is broad daylight. The nature of robbery is well calculated by these criminals, and they are in huge numbers to create any form of impression. There is the one who attacks, the one who hits the target to make them weak, the one who grabs what the victim is holding, 2 pickpocketers. These ones are monitoring the execution of the mission. This one pretends to point at an incident to create an impression of robbery. A pedestrian tries to charge towards the gang, but it's too late as the standby motorcycles speed off.
And we've also gotten very good, clear pictures from the group which attacked this Indian businessman.
Unfortunately, no arrests have been conducted, despite the cameras recording the incident.
We've pulled up very successful operations, crackdown operations against these motorcycle gangs. Beginning with the case of Young Mulo, all along we've been very successful. So we have the ability.
With the new plan by government to have all automobiles have a monitoring device, it shall help to ascertain the type of automobiles at the crime scene at the time of committing a crime.
As a government, we are saying we want to know which vehicles were at the scene of crime. That's all. If you don't intend to be involved in those activities, there is no need to worry.
Ivan Kahwa, UBC News at Naguru Police Headquarters in Kampala.
Now, City Lawyer Male Chiwanukamabilis has petitioned the High Court Civil Division in Kampala, challenging the decision by Cabinet requiring every motor vehicle and motorcycle to be fitted with tracking devices at owner's cost. In filing the case, Male Mabilis cites in the petition that the directive violates Ugandans' right to privacy, since the Cabinet decision on tracking people's motor vehicles and motorcycles is not stipulated anywhere in the Constitution, and that Parliament did it without an act.
On 23rd July 2021, the Minister in charge of Security, Major General Jim Muhwezi, addressed the nation following a Cabinet's decision that all vehicles and motorcycles should be installed with security tracking devices to enable them track their movements for security purposes. Recently, while addressing the nation, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni proposed the move emphasizing security master plan to combat rising urban criminality.
Why didn't the camera center alert all the patrol cars and even the UAVs? UAVs are these unmanned air vehicles. We have them. They can follow you anywhere once they are deployed. The criminals would then be on continuous viewing by all the camera centers if the policemen adopt my directives and rationality in the use of those cameras. So those cameras are there, but they are not fully used.
Minister Jim Muhwezi, however, said that tracking devices shall require every motorist and motorcyclist to have electronic number plates with an electronic signal on them to be incurred at the cost of every owner, which 10-year project is to be handled by a Russian company called Global Systems LLC.
I can assure you that there is no infringement on anybody's rights. It's not the intention of government. I've told you the intention of government, the interest of government is to guarantee security.
Following the decision, renowned lawyer Malema Bilizi filed an application before the Civil Division of High Court challenging this cabinet decision. According to Malema Bilizi, cabinet acted outside its mandate by violating Ugandans' rights to privacy without an act of parliament.
That limitation must be demonstrably justifiable in a free and democratic society. So you must have a standard that how does a democratic society live in the wake of crime? If people are being shot on the street, do democratic societies actually require tracking by everybody? You cannot say that you have made a decision that you have gotten a company which is going to supply the equipments and the system. How will I know that those people tracking me will not share details with criminals? Because they may take over the system.
Malema Bilizi now wants a permanent injunction prohibiting any government official from implementing or acting on the strength of the cabinet's decision on grounds of being unconstitutional.
Just like they did when they wanted to intercept our telephone conversations. There's an act of parliament they did, and we are now sure that for me to be intercepted, legally there has to be a high court order. So the same thing has to happen.
Malema Bilizi also challenges the appointment of the permanent secretaries by the president, saying that the president failed to follow the constitution in exercising his power in appointing such people in these positions.
Because Article 174 is so clear that appointment must be in accordance with the advice of the Public Service Commission. Now, Public Service Commission advises after interviews. So without interviews, you name out of Mwesi a clerk to Parliament. Like advisor general duties, special duties, which was given to Abogo. Those are illegal positions directed that the schools, hospitals will be constructed by the army. Now, that's again illegal. It contravenes the PDA Act because we have a process, we have a procedure under which construction contracts are awarded.
The application, which is yet to be fixed for hearing, is filed against the Attorney General of Uganda and the Parliamentary Commission. Deborah Namamonde, Natongo Rebecca, UBC News.